Well, it's Saturday. It is Saturday, isn't it? Saturday afternoon at Cambridge Folk Fest. It's one of those festivals where it all sort of a few melds into one. Here with Philip Henry, Hannah Martin. Fantastic to see you. And you drove from Trowbridge overnight to come here, didn't you? Which
we had quite a night last night, didn't we?
Had some adventures. Yeah. We got to our hotel at 4:30 to find that they didn't want to let us in.
Good.
I think the duty manager was asleep.
Right.
It took us phoning late rooms and getting them to phone him.
Oh no.
And 40 minutes of standing outside before we got into the hotel. So we were in bed by 5.
You really don't need that, do you? No. But I hear the performance at Trowbridge went really well and you sold a lot of CDs.
Yeah.
We did.
We sold out of CDs actually, so I had to drive back to Devon and then back to Trowbridge and pick Phil up before coming here to get some more.
Amazing. How much coffee have you drunk in the last 2 days?
Well, that's probably why we're behaving so strangely actually.
It's one or two.
Well, you wouldn't have known it from the performance. That's fantastic. I mean, that the opener, Silbury here, which is the opener of your new album, isn't it? Which, I mean, the album's fantastic, I have to say. It's really good. You've got that combination of atmosphere, musicianship, and something that's genuinely different. I mean, I know you're just talking before we did this about how long were you in India for?
3 months.
3 months of 15 hours a day of intensive music training.
Yeah, well, that's had an influence on particularly my sound as a dobro player, but that also comes into the way that we approach the duo arrangements as well, I think.
Yeah, I mean, who writes most of the songs?
Yeah, me, I suppose. Well, I mean, I write all the lyrics.
Right.
This is where the argument begins.
We often I'll have a sketch of something and take it to Phil, and he will. The musical arrangement is very much a joint effort. And actually, on the new album, we've right. On the new album, we've done a lot more kind of genuine co-writing as well. Though songs like Last Broadcast and Waterland, they're very much like Phil had actually written a chord sequence or a tune or whatever already. So I just wrote the lyrics.
Is it that the story always comes first because they're quite story-led?
I find it.
A couple of them are music first, weren't they? Like you just said, Last Broadcast, Waterland. That was some music that I came up with. But other ones, the story kind of wrote the song. Have you got an example?
I suppose so. Silbury Hill would be one. Although you gave me the banjo riff for that, didn't you? It's a joint effort.
That's it.
Give me a little bit of, apart from your background individually, how did you sort of come into playing the instruments you do play, and what influenced your styles most?
Ladies first.
It's a tough question. I started playing the fiddle when I was 9, and my parents had friends who were real folkies and got me to jam along, and so I got into going to folk clubs and sessions from a very young age. And particularly people like Peter Knight from Steel Eyes Fan.
Who you just had a nice hug from.
Who were on at the same time just about, weren't they?
Yeah. But that was really exciting today when he came and said that he liked our music.
Oh, fantastic.
He was the reason I started playing the violin, really. So
it's come full circle.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a very good day for me.
Brilliant. What about singing, though? When did you start?
It's just one of those things I've always done, I think. My mum always did as well, and my dad, and then they used to play a lot of music in the house, Joan Baez and Joni Mitchell and Bob Dylan and all those kind of 60s, 70s songwriters, and I suppose I always really liked that style of music. So,
did you gel as a duo straight away? Because it all feels very organic and natural.
Yeah, I think it. Well, we met in a band, playing in a 5-piece band called the Roots Union. But right away we started doing stuff together, didn't we, that was separate from the band's remit, which was a little bit more mainstream. We were working on slightly more traditional elements and things like that.
And we had to work together as well, particularly within the band, because it was a frontman, singer-songwriter, and a rhythm section, and then us, and both playing the lead instruments. We had to work together, really, else it would have.
Yeah, we were adding the decoration, weren't we? So yeah, we gelled pretty well. Usually get on alright, don't we?
If you can spend that long in a car that has no air conditioning with the heating on in this weather, you're fine.
Wow. It wasn't all polite.
So album's out in September.
2nd of September, yeah.
Have you got a tour then as well?
We have indeed, yes. About 30 dates over September, October.
Yeah, all the dates are on the website, and that's looking good.
Brilliant. Is this the first time you've done Cambridge as well?
We did it with the band we were just telling you about, actually.
About 4 years ago we did the club tent, but this is our first time as a duo, so I really enjoyed it.
It was great. It's one of those gigs that started off, there's a few people sitting on the floor, wasn't it, at the beginning? By the end of it, it was people sort of crowding around the edge to hear.
Yeah.
It's great when people hear it. And
yeah, you had to kind of build it up a bit.
Yeah.
They were quite laid back at first, but
you got them going.
We got them in the end.
It was good,
yeah. And you're back to Trowbridge tomorrow to do another
gig.
There.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're hard workers, I love that. Yeah, it's really good. Fantastic talk to you, and we'll hopefully catch up later in the year on the tour perhaps and see how it's all going.
That'd be great.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
mate.
you.